And I'm Shelby Landgraf, live here in El Paso. Mass shootings have rocked our nation this weekend. The first being here in El Paso, the second in Dayton, Ohio. All of the victims' bodies have been removed. FBI and police officials said yesterday they worked Saturday night into Sunday afternoon to remove every single body, but this still remains an active crime scene. No vehicles have been picked up and it's still completely blocked off. It's been almost 48 hours since the gunman walked into this Walmart and opened fire, killing 20 people, injuring 26 others. Now this morning we're learning more about that accused shooter. Seeing the memorial grow is something that is really going to stick with me, and I think I'm not alone in saying that. You can see the activity here is just bustling. We are seeing additional media crews, we're seeing additional resources pouring in, and we're also seeing more native El Pasans coming to pay their respects. And I'm Shelby Landgraf, live here in El Paso. The death toll tonight is at 22. The Del Sol Medical Center CEO just hours ago inside the hospital tells us that there has been an outpouring of support from different groups and organizations wanting to help the survivors with their medical bills. The CEO said, quote, "Those patients, Octavio and others, have no need to worry about their medical bills." Reporting here live in El Paso, I'm Shelby Landgraf, CBS 7 News. The gates open this evening at 5. The gates for the fair will be open until 10. The carnival, though, will be open until midnight. So where are we going to start with all the fun? We're going to start with the food. I'm the lucky gal that gets to lay a kiss on this sweet little face. Again, her name is Jelly Bean. She's a 3-4-month-old little pig. She's all part of the Midland County Fair, part of the petting zoo. Jay and I won or lost the contest, and so we get to kiss the pig. Are you ready?
There you go. Go for it.
All right. Hi, Jelly Bean. Mwah. Oh. There you have it. There you get it.
Shelby, what is the latest from officials?
Thank you, Matthew and Alexa. We know right now that this Walmart behind me, we are on the north side of the Walmart, the back side of the Walmart. It remains an active crime scene this morning. It's been a little less than 48 hours since the gunman walked inside the superstore, opening fire, killing 20 people and injuring 26 others. This morning, we're learning more about that accused shooter. We're also learning more about the innocent people inside and the selfless and brave acts that they displayed inside that store. Chris Martinez continues our team coverage here in El Paso.
Officials are promising swift and certain justice back to school shoppers. Chris Martinez, CBS News, El Paso, Texas.
Now, while the crime scene remains in the Walmart parking lot just over my left-hand shoulder, you can see the memorial continues to grow. Even this morning before sunrise, people have continued to walk up, placing additional candles, more flowers, and other mementos. Last night, just a few blocks away at a city park, people packed the park for a public vigil. Hundreds came together for the Sunday evening prayer vigil in Ponder Park, a day after a deadly mass shooting rocked the border city of El Paso.
I feel for my community. We're such a strong-knit and tight community, and we're here for one another. We'll be El Paso strong. We stand strong with each other through this rough time. Dina Delgado, a lifelong El Paso resident and a new mother, came to remember the victims, thankful her family was spared. Delgado says her 10-year-old niece was inside Walmart when the gunman opened fire. My niece is very traumatized. She does say that she was just thinking in her head, I'm going to die. I was thinking of all my family members and not being able to see them again.
Earlier in the afternoon, just a third of a mile away, many brought flowers, handwritten notes, and other mementos to a growing memorial beneath the Walmart sign.
What can you say? What can you say is just our thoughts and our prayers. And unfortunately, that nowadays is not enough.
An American flag and note was laid by U.S. Senator John Cornyn as he praised El Paso for being a wonderful example of Texas culture and bilateral relations.
And to see somebody who is so filled with hate
that he would travel down here and try to drive a wedge between us is really heartbreaking.
To Delgado, there is no question the mass shooting was motivated by racism and hate.
There's no other way to put it. This is a hate crime, and I would just want him in no media coverage whatsoever. His face shouldn't be shown or seen anywhere because the families should be supported right now and their victims.
As for this memorial, as I mentioned, it continues to grow with people leaving everything from crosses, from scriptures to other messages that laws need to change in the wake of this shooting. But regardless of the message that is being brought here, one thing is for sure, that everyone who has trickled in here has shown nothing but support for their beloved city and these innocent victims who were killed.
Well, Shelby, kind of like you just said, the main thing on our hearts and on our minds this morning are the victims and their families. Are we learning anything more about the victims? I know a lot of their names have not yet been released.
Yeah, Alexa, you're exactly right. Officially, El Paso PD has not released the names of any victims. Now, we do know a couple names that have kind of come to light and come out. Those have come out because family has come forward. For example, Chris Martinez explained the young mother who laid her life down, sacrificing her life for that of her children. We also know that the Mexican consulate has released a list of names of at least 5 Mexican nationals who were killed here in this mass shooting. But again, just to wrap up, officially, El Paso PD has not released the names of the victims yet. They said yesterday afternoon that they were still working to notify some next of kin and that they anticipate releasing the list of victims as a whole.
And Shelby, now you're on the crime scene right there where the Walmart is. Explain kind of the complex of where this all happened, because this is all part of a big complex where a mall is located, right?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Matthew. Let me try to paint the picture for you here. We are on the north side of the Walmart. I'm going to kind of turn over my right shoulder here. You can see the Walmart Superstore behind me. We are on the back side of it. The entire area around the Walmart remains blocked off, including the access road along the interstate. This Walmart is directly off of the interstate, just miles away from the United States-Mexico border. This remains an active crime scene. Not a single civilian vehicle that has been parked in this parking lot has been allowed to be moved since the shooting. Troopers, federal officials, and police have this completely blocked off. They said yesterday that they do not anticipate releasing the scene until this morning at the earliest.
All right, Shelby, now what about the memorial itself? How have you seen it grown in the day you've been there already?
Seeing the memorial grow is something that is really going to stick with me, and I think I'm not alone in saying that. To see the outpouring of support from strangers and people who were directly and intimately touched by this shooting has been incredible. We have seen everything from small children, just toddlers walking up, laying down pictures, handwritten notes and drawings that they colored. We've seen children place stuffed animals. We've seen adults of all ages come, placing flowers, placing candles, placing balloons, placing American flags. Not a single El Pasan that I've talked to mentioned the shooter's name. They all mentioned the same thing, that El Paso is strong and El Paso will come out of this even stronger despite this display of mass violence.
And finally, Shelby, can you tell us what's next this morning?
Yeah, so this morning we could see the crime scene release. This could be open this morning. This morning we could also officially receive the list of victims. We know that 20 people were killed here and 26 others were injured. The other thing that we're expecting this morning is President Donald Trump is expected to speak later this morning at the White House. CBS will be carrying that as a special report that you can view right here on CBS 7. Until then, I'm reporting live here in El Paso. Shelby Landgraf, CBS 7 News. This evening, we head out to the St. Luke's Pumpkin Patch in Midland to meet a kind young man and just wait until the end. When you hear what he's really looking for in a big brother, I would argue it's something just about all of us want in life. You want a round one or you want a more of a taller one? Malachi is just about all set for Halloween. Yeah! Together we picked down a big pumpkin for him at the St. Luke's Pumpkin Patch. Now Malachi is just hoping a big brother will pick him.
I wanted somebody to look up to because all my little brothers look up to me, so I wanted to look up to somebody too.
At 9 years old, Malachi is the oldest child in his house.
The best part is being a brother is like they're always copying everything that you do.
They want to be just like you, huh? Yeah.
They always follow me where I go. It's like I never get peace.
The boogeyman. But Malachi keeps a smile on his face, taking pride in the responsibility. He's protective of his younger siblings and hopes to continue to help others with a career in law enforcement.
When you're a police officer, it's like you're trying to stop people from hurting other people.
Chewing gum. In 4th grade, reading is one of Malachi's favorite subjects. And like most kids, he loves playing outside.
I like to go down the slide. I like to play tag when my friends are there. And sometimes I climb on top of the monkey bars.
Malachi would love to go to the park or just about anywhere with his future big brother. But at the end of the day, it's a desire we all hold deep inside. Malachi just wants to be seen and heard by his big brother.
It's like other people can see you. And it's not like hiding in a dark shadow.
That's what we're all looking for, right? Just to be seen and heard. So could you be that big brother that Malachi is looking for? If you're interested in being a big through Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Permian Basin, just pull up our website, cbs7.com. There you'll find all the contact information you need. Just by giving a little bit of your time each month, you can make a big difference in a child's life.
Does Joey Chestnut exercise his mouth muscles every day? When's the last time you ate a hot dog?
Ate a hot dog pretty recently. I have a 4-year-old, so
Okay.
I've eaten a hot dog more than once recently.
What about you, Tom?
Oh, yeah, within the last couple of weeks with grandkids, sure.
All right, I had 3 last night at the Rock House.
Oh, well.
So that explains a
He's
little
got
bit
the
much.
edge, okay?
I was going to say, I think
We'll
someone's
see.
ready for this.
We'll see. Well, that's why Tom and I don't have our coats on. We're ready to go. We're taking this seriously. I'm with a couple of very fierce competitors here, so let's get into the rules of the competition. Just like the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, one hot dog consists of all of the meat and the bun. You can't just do half. If there's any bit of bread or any bit of meat left, doesn't count.
Okay.
We're just going to do it once. We're going to have a clock rolling, and whoever finishes as soon as you're done, hand up.
Okay.
I don't want us sticking our mouths out to the camera. No one at home needs to see that.
No.
Exactly. All right. So without we go any further, what's your kind of approach going into this, Shelby? What kind of technique are you using going for your hot dog?
Well, a lot of our teammates and team members have money on Tom, so I want to know, Tom, what's your strategy?
I'm just going to eat it.
Okay.
Not going to dunk it or whatever, break it up.
See, that's what the pros do, and I feel like you dunk it to get those multiple hot dogs for purely experimental reasons and not to, call it a cop-out. I have never dunked before, but I will be a dunker for today.
Okay.
And Shelby, you're just going to eat it?
I think I'm just going to turn around and eat it.
All right, you better not cheat. No throwing it on the ground. All right. So when I say, you guys ready?
I'm nervous.
I'm a little nervous. All right. So when I say, we're going to start the clock, and on my count, when I say go, we'll roll. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
All right. Whew. All right, let's get the clocks on the screen. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, eat.
I'm not going to try with another bite.
Breaking it up does help a little bit.
Well, I'm kind of talking. Someone wants to send it to break. We'll have the official times when we come back. And as promised, guys, the official results on the official yellow sticky note. Tom Teeferteller setting the clubhouse record at 1 minute and 16 seconds, followed by yours truly at 1:31. And Shelby did not finish, so she does not have a score. But Tom, impressive club record.
That's a good hot dog, too.
Yeah, right?
He went in as a favorite, came out on top. I'll just say maybe I shine better a little elsewhere than a hot dog eating contest, but I did give it a great A+ effort.